Okay, so complete fail on my part, guys. Um, super freaking sorry. My computer. Okay, I need to get a new computer. Number one. Number two, I need to I don't know. Maybe not do live streams here. Son of a gun. Is it working? All right, we're gonna go with it's working now. Ugh. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe it's freaking not working. Lower the bandwidth. I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling so hard here. For all you that saw that, knew, okay, it's just going to be potato quality. I guess that's kind of what's going to happen. Okay, so now I need to go find new live chat. Golly. I am so sorry, guys. I am really, really freaking sorry. Okay, so 4 viewers. That's you guys. That's my bad. I'm going to go find the chat now. Oh, my goodness. This has been such a fail. I guess so for the people that are going to be watching this after the live stream, my internet is potato, my camera's potato, and I was trying to fix it, and I accidentally ended the stream. And so this is coming back with half the viewers. But you know. That's fine. We got 7 y'all back. That's 8 of you back. It's all good. I'm going to go to the live control room and find it. Holy crap. As you can see, I have not casted yet. So I guess that's really all that matters, guys, right? So I understand potato quality. I'm going to raise it 1 and yell at me if it goes black again. Because I'm changing the bandwidth and like I can see myself and I just changed the quality up. Maybe I need to be messing this with my phone or something. I don't know. But I'm having a good time with this music. But I'm not having a good time casting. So for all you on Snapchat or whoever it was, somebody told me to do this live stream, but not if it's going to cost productivity, right? So, unfortunately, all right, we got 14 guys. All right, so that's pretty much all of you. That's all you. All y'all are back. That's good, and I'm glad that y'all saw my little message on that other group chat thing. Okay, so I'm going to pull that sucker up if my computer ever lets me. Man, this has been such a failure. All right, so me and live streams don't really have a good working relationship. There it is. Found it. Okay. Okay, now we're actually going to cast once this stupid thing's up. Now we're actually going to get to work. Man. So, whenever I can see y'all's comments, we'll be good. Remember, Halo rocks, Call of Duty sucks. We're changing it back. So tell me if it's working. All right, it's better. Okay, freaking finally. It's all good. Everything is working. Good to go. All right, so now let's cast. All right, we're doing Chief. I think what I'm going to do because it's raining cats and dogs out there, I would usually do it outside and not destroy my the floor right here. But I'm gonna try to move the cardboard right here so you can kind of, and I'll move the camera just a little bit so y'all can see what's going on. Yeah. So this is me pretending to cast. Oh, and y'all can see. All right. So we're gonna go with that, and then I'm just gonna try not to step in the poured resin, the spilled resin, and track it all over the shop. So I'm just gonna try really hard not to do that. Okay, so part A. So remember, 12 ounces per layer. That's what we're doing here. Bada bing. Oh, this is a new song. I like this. Maybe new video. Maybe for a new video. I need to remember it. Hold on, I'm gonna take a screenshot. Who is that? It's from Watch the Duck on SoundCloud. Don't get me screwed on my YouTube videos, bro. Like all of the other copyrighted music that is played on the radio when they have a thing going on. I know I ranted to you guys earlier, but yeah, Halo rocks. Halo is better. That's what's going on. All right. So I'm gonna gotta be careful when you're pouring it in. Okay. So I guess really the goal, casting is really, really easy to do once you get the hang of it. So we're just getting over every nook and cranny ever. The print layer is important if you watch the build vlog. Oh wait, no, I guess you didn't. I guess that's the same with film. I guess paint, film. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I talking about? Just air bubbles are terrible, so we need to not do that. As y'all can see, I will sacrifice my body for the sake of having no dang air bubbles. So if you guys like, I always think whenever I cast, like how terrible it would be to be poisoned by this stuff, like to drink it, like you would die. So, I mean, I don't know if you die quick, but it like cures and hardens. Everything that it touches, it will have a film of hard, rigid plastic. So just imagine everything it touches. It's like, it would be the worst way to die. And it wouldn't be slow. I mean, it would be slow. It wouldn't be fast. It would freaking be terrible. Oh man. I don't know if that's like extremely morbid, but all right, so it's about to start curing here. This is when I like to mix up my second batch. So hopefully this won't like fall over. I usually set up some sort of thing that it sit. All right. So, according to Smooth-On, you're supposed to use 2 mixing cups for each part and then pour it into another mixing cup. I guess that helps with the actual getting a 100% mixed batch. But man, it takes way too much time to do that. And honestly, in my experience, I haven't had any problems with just doing it in one cup. But if you screw up, if you pour too much, then you'll have a bad batch. And it's kind of expensive to do that, but to make a mistake. But that's how you learn, right? So I'm holding it and mixing it at the same time. It's like rubbing your tummy and patting your head. Yep. That's in. To prevent delamination, which is, I guess, a great way of describing delamination is when because these, okay, so there are 4 layers, right? And each layer bonds to itself. Delamination is when those 4 layers unbond, so they don't bond to each other, and they kind of start to flake off and separate. That's delamination. And a really great way of preventing that is pouring layers in succession when they're not completely cured. So each layer is not. Am I making sense? So right before it cures, you pour another layer, and so it will bond. It will bond much better whenever they're still chemicals and they're not solid. I guess when they're still liquid and not solid. Hopefully I'm making sense and it's not rambling or whatever. But and delamination doesn't really doesn't happen too much. But like whenever you drop a helmet, like if you don't completely break it, it's gonna delaminate a little bit. So I guess it's a structural deal, and whenever they start getting old, then that's when they start delaminating. And it's usually like on the edges, on the inside, or something like that. So it's really not too big of a deal. But prevention is the key to success, or something like that. All right, starting to cure. As you can kind of see, hopefully, the first layer has completely cured. All right. Now, doing this, just kind of, let's see, it spreads out the resin at the end when it's right about to cure. It prevents the drip marks, but you actually kind of want some bubble. Yeah. All right, it's curing. Air bubbles galore for some reason, but actually not too many. The problem is still going. As long as you get the print layer, so the original layer that captures all the details, as long as you get that, you're pretty good. And man, I'm having a real hard time getting this to stay. All right, we're leaving you like this. And I did get a message on Facebook from somebody, and I'm really anxious to see what it is, but I'm not gonna look. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna read y'all comments real quick here. Did you cover the inside of the mold with baby powder? Yes, Daniel, I did. I did. That stuff is incredible. But I think there's this. I really don't know what it's called, but it's some mold release. It's a spray. I think I have it, but apparently that works a little bit better, and you don't have to really worry about the whole baby powder. But I don't know what it is. So if any of y'all know, then shout out. Let's see. Can't wait for E3. When is E3? Is E3 this weekend? I feel like it was, but maybe it's next week. All right, third layer. Mm-hmm. Playing Halo as you watch. All right, E3 is now. E3 is this week. So, oh my gosh, did y'all see the leaked? Maybe this isn't like a real thing, but I saw a leaked Halo 3 anniversary menu screen video. So, and that's on Halo Universe on Facebook, I think. But there's not really anything to see. It's just kind of the menu and the whole music. But I'm excited, and that's probably they're probably going to announce that at E3. That, or I don't know if Halo's going to RTX or if any of y'all are going to RTX. But I'm totally going to RTX. We have a booth this year. Like last year, we're going to have some epic stuff. Oh, I've mixed this too long, but that's fine. Yes, I'm going to Dragon Con. I don't have my hotel booked, which is terrible. But yeah, it's going to happen. I'll be at Dragon Con. Oh, lots of dripping on this one. And the key is really to get those indentations and all those types of details whenever it's almost cured, whenever it's in a gel state, because it covers those up. Man, this isn't it. Kind of screwed up here with the beauty of the casting on the inside, at least. All right. Hearing. Oh, I'm trying to read. I can't see. Man, I need some glasses. All right. So, if you're really wanting to get a nice shoulder workout, you do this or something. I don't know. Okay, that's good. Everybody watches Red versus Blue. Yes, most Halo fans do, definitely. Yeah, Steel Wolf, man, I'll see you again. I'm looking forward to seeing your stuff. Have you attempted to make Locke's helmet? Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Ah! I thought I had the actual helmet that I use, but here's Locke. I'll be casting one of those today too. And yep, there you go. I'm working on casting a Master Chief helmet at the moment. Once this is done here, then it will be on to Spartan Locke. And the Master Chief helmets are ordered already, so I'm making those for people. But the Spartan, or I say the Master Chief helmets are what I'm making for people. The Spartan Lock one and the soccer one I'll be doing today, those are for RTX. So if you're at RTX, might be able to grab one of those. I think I'm going to shut down my shop because I'm having a hard time keeping up with orders and making some for RTX. So I'll put it on hold until after RTX and start fresh from there. So I know Chief helmets are out of stock. And the visors. Ooh, the visors. Y'all, if y'all haven't seen the visors, that's one of my favorite things. That's one of my favorite things there. Tony is doing incredible work. Tony from Paragon Props. If you don't know who he is, go find him on Facebook. Great dude. Okay. Spilling everywhere. Spilling everywhere. That's good. Got to get the edges. That's really important. Can't forget about those. Oh, whenever I demold these here, it'll probably take about an hour, or maybe not an hour, maybe like 20 minutes possibly until I demold this thing. I'm going to throw it on. I'm going to go live on Facebook also, so that'll be a fun thing. That is the wasp. Y'all ready to see the wasp killer? Smooth on. Right into the trash can. You guys, y'all aren't amazed? I don't know, but maybe instead of Impact Props, it should be Wasp Killers Central. And I don't know. I guess I'm gonna make YouTube complexion of killing wasps. What do you think? Good route to go. I bet you there's a market for those videos. What do you think? Make a DVD series. Just kidding, by the way. No wasp killers. And she's curing. Hopefully you can see that. It's pretty fun to watch a time lapse of these things curing. It just kind of goes. So beautiful. Just kidding. Ugly on the outside. These molds are. Whenever you pop these out, they're pretty phenomenal pieces. And I'm really happy with them. So one of the biggest things that I've had to learn is freaking still curing, guys. It's dripping. It's dripping. We don't want no drips. Any drips if we're going to be English majors today. Kind of need to pull off this side flashing here before it cures, or else you're going to have a real hard time pulling it off and maybe end up breaking your mold and blah, 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 and that's not fun. Cops are coming, guys. You can hear that song in the background. Cops are coming. It's like, sorry, you cannot be casting here. It's illegal to be casting here. Come on, baby. Okay. Solid, solid. Pretty solid. All right, I need to get this part. Y'all can't see it, but there's a part right here. Come on, baby. Hello. Cool. This one. I pull this crap out. Man, my hands are getting it today. Okay. Come on. All right. Inside. Cured. Cool. Neat. Done. All right. So all these are. Get out of here. These are the new ones. And I need that trash can over here. Right here. All right, my hands are all terrible, so let me look at this here. Whoa, there goes trash can. Wobbly. Okay. Yes, most of the helmets here are the molds that I've made out of helmets that I personally built. Some of them aren't. We had a partner named Will Cherry who did a lot of design work for us, and he 3D printed a couple helmets and made some molds, and we have those, and we're cranking those out still. And one of them I collaborated with Eric, the other guy at Impact. So it's myself, Eric Newgard, Ryan Lewis, and Daniel Gibrelli. So 4 guys at Impact. 2 of us build. Myself, Brad, and Eric, we build. And then Ryan, he's a creative genius. He does a lot of the ideas, and he's for the videos that we do, the entertainment side of what we do. He's in the suit probably about 50% of the time whenever we're making hilarious videos. And Daniel is the camera guy. He does photos, he does videos, he does crazy good editing jobs. Great guy, and he's also a business genius. So he's a really, really fun guy. And that's why I'm so excited about RTX this year, because everyone's coming in. And a couple of our friends are coming too, and it's really just going to be so much fun. So hopefully you guys are going to be there for that. Yes, I've done videos about all of that. What model helmet, making Halo 5 Chief, Halo 4 Chief, pretty much the same thing. I guess we call it Halo 5 because there's only a couple of details that are different. With tool, I was just using the popsicle stick to crank off the flashing. There's really no tools really need to be used. Flatheads are great until they start cutting into your silicone rubber for the mold, and that's something I've learned the hard way. I am not that bad word. None of that. We're not going to play that game. Cool. All right. So this is the helmet. I'll show you. I've showed y'all already, but for those who are just popping in, this is the helmet that I just cast. At least not the exact helmet, but the type of helmet. And I've got 4 of them down here. I got to ship them out on Monday. I'll show you all 4. They're pretty cool. It's really awesome lining those things up. Okay. And this music is great. So this is the first, I'm pretty confident this was the first cup that we used, the first layer. I'm going to use this again because I left a bunch of all the other cups in my car and I'm lazy, so I'm not going to get them. But I might need this. Maybe it'd be better if I wasn't lazy, but it's like also raining, and so like I don't want it. I don't want it, guys. I don't want to. It's also a Sunday, and it's tiring and laziness, but kind of I'm being productive, so that's good. And you guys are helping me out with that. I really do appreciate that. Accountability. All right. Cup. One cup. Two, sorry, that's three. That's cup two. I guess I need another stir stick. Which one is the most cured? We're gonna go with this one. And it's a nightmare taking these things out when they're not fully cured. There. Not too bad of a nightmare. That was like one of those, the ones that you make up in the middle of, that we wake up in the middle of, and they're like, you're like, ah, and then you woke up in the middle and you're fine. But usually they're the ones that you don't wake up from. And then you wake up from the morning and you're like, wow, why did I wake up? That was a terrible dream. If y'all can hear that, maybe that's the rain pouring outside. So Texas weather is really insane. It's funny because I just came from Oklahoma, where the weather is probably 3 times as bipolar. And it's like I brought that weather with me. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing, guys. All right. There we go. All right. So if y'all have any questions about anything at all, meaning of life, I will not answer that. There's no clue, but hit me up with them. Hit me up with them. I'm about to start doing another helmet right here, but when it starts getting repetitive, but I know y'all guys will keep it fun. Oh man, I didn't need to pop out another one of these. What the heck is going on? All right, got to make sure you get all of this shenanigans out. All of the residue from the previous layers. That settles down to the bottom, which is a regular occurrence. So get that crap out. You don't want that mixed in your perfect layers. And then there we go. There we go. And there we go. Good. Hold on one sec, y'all. Okay. Tune stopped. Tunes. All right. So Spartan Lock, let's go. What was your question? Killing joke? Oh man, I asked you guys to ask me questions. I haven't read anything yet. I'm terrible. Those dreams that you can feel them more. Yes. Any tips on foam armor? That's a really broad question. Use a lot Plasti Dip, and then use a lot of paints. The more paint and Plasti Dip you use, the smoother it's going to be. But don't like spray the bejesus out of it. I do it in lots of different coats. Thin coats, not like too thin, but just regular paint coats. And the more paint, the more enamel, Rust-Oleum enamel that you use. So just like the regular yellow enamel or red or whatever. The less it's going to look like foam. So I think that's something that a lot of people don't do is spend the big bucks on like 8 cans of paint and use all of it. But it really does make a difference. You can't tell that it's foam. I'm gonna skip that. Tanner Miller, were you poking bears? Halo rules, sure do, bro, sure do. Will you ever make a custom Chief helmet? Hope. I am a really big stickler for accuracy, and because the Master Chief helmet, the Halo 4 Master Chief helmet, is not in the multiplayer version of Halo 4, Halo 5, like they are in Halo 3 and 2, and I guess 1, I'm not going to make a different color Master Chief style helmet just because there's no such thing as that. And I like to stick toward to keeping it accurate to the game. But as far as like a different color Spartan Lock helmet, or I guess that's a Hunter, right? Hunter in Halo 5, they'll keep me accountable for that. But yeah, I totally do something like that, or a different multiplayer helmet, which I have a bunch of. But yeah, not Master Chief. I'm kind of a stickler for that stuff. Am I gonna make Reach Armor? I think I just tried to skip over you. Sorry, Killing Joke. I have in the past. I've made 3 Reach suits. I'm kind of tired of those, so I don't think I'm gonna make any more. Yeah, I made a Carter suit recently, and then a couple. The first 2 suits that I made were Halo Reach, so they always will hold a special place in my heart. So that's good. Reach Armor, gotcha. Is the Chief a one-piece mold? The rubber is, yeah, and I'll show you that whenever we demold Daniel. It's a two-piece mother mold. So no more Reach Armor. Yeah, sorry guys. All right, so I'm gonna do this. So this is only 10 ounces per layer because the smaller helmet don't need it. Oh no, YouTube's gonna shut me down for this music. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stop it. Goodness gracious. YouTube sucks when it comes down to that kind of stuff. But other than that, YouTube's phenomenal. And Daniel, I don't know how to say your last name. Big Nuts? Big No. Yeah? I follow you, dude. Your stuff is incredible. You do some amazing stuff. Air bubbles, bad. Hey, Scott. Say hi to the people.
Hello, people.
Oh, we can only see your waist. Look at that cowboy hat.
Hello, people. Okay.
Success?
Nope. But the other guys are coming out.
Cool. Say hi to my father. There it is. You already have. I didn't have to ask y'all. There you go. You going to get Halo Wars 2? It depends. Y'all are gonna hate me for this, but I don't have an Xbox One yet, so that's sad. But whenever that happens, yeah, I will be getting Halo Wars 2. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing that. Actually, hold on a minute. So if Halo Wars 2 is coming out this year, right? E3 is going to be doing a lot of crap about Halo Wars 2. And there's going to be nothing about Halo 3 Anniversary. So I think that's fake. But if they come out with Halo 3 Anniversary and skip Halo Wars 2? That's going to blow my mind. See that? There you go. Oh, goodness. Killing Joke is going to make Chief and Locke armor for Halloween. That is incredible. Do it. Do it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Definitely, if you haven't done it before, go check out the405th.com or the 405th. Man, I used to be Halo Props on Facebook. That's a really good and I guess it's really full of information. That group is. Give me a second, y'all. I don't want this dye to settle on the bottom. And just freaking watch. If you guys come back and watch this video, which I don't know, if you ever come back and watch this video and there's no sound, it's because of that Hannah Montana song. It's because of you, SoundCloud. It's your fault. Your fault, SoundCloud. It really just, I mean, I completely understand why YouTube has all these policies on like copyrights and stuff, but man, if it's like on the radio, give me a break. The radios, I guess the radios are paying them to play their music. Maybe they are. I guess that's something I know nothing about. But I feel like it'd be the same exact thing as listening to a song on the radio, where you don't have to pay for that. So. Love Is Cake doesn't celebrate Halloween. Neither do I. I just get in costumes and run around because it's an excuse. Have you seen the Homefront Halo mod? I have not. Jake the Gamer, I have not. Have you seen the YouTube video Project Dieback? Yes, I have. Evil Effects is a bro, and he's an incredible dude. He molded everything. That's a lot of money. But man, he is a professional. He's a really crazy, awesome guy too. All right. All right, I've already baby powdered the inside of this mold too. So we'll do this. I think I've got enough for 3 helmets. Hopefully more than that. Yeah. See, this is why doing this is bad. I'm gonna have to add some more of this. Remind me, guys. I added too much on this one. Smooth move. Smooth move. That's okay. So, remind me before I touch this thing, y'all. This is on you. Oh, it's not on you, but I appreciate it. If you yelled at me on that chat before I mix anything into this cup, right next to that paper towel. Because, man, I'm going to forget. I'm going to forget. This mold is much more light because it's a smaller helmet. And it was a cheaper helmet to mold because the material cost was a lot less. Air bubbles are bad. This mold is really great because I rounded off a lot of the edges, just barely, so that so that it's easier for the resin to kind of sit in there. So when you look really closely, there aren't too many extremely sharp edges on this helmet, which is really convenient when actually casting because you get significantly less air bubbles. And this helmet has a lot more detail than that Master Chief helmet that I just that I'm casting. I guess I just cast, but the edges are so sharp, which is good. But I mean, you can take them down just a little bit, and really, there's no noticeable difference, and it's a lot easier to cast. Tell me if those dance moves were terrible. I apologize for those horrible moves. But man, that music gets me going. All right. Do you think you'll ever make Iron Man armor? I have already made an Iron Man suit. I made the Mark 42 whenever Halo 3 came out. Helmet was really subpar, in my opinion. It's a little bit too small. But I love the armor. The armor was great. I ended up selling it to Nathan DeLuca, if you know that cosplayer, and he fixed it up. It was a little bit, it was used. And so he fixed it up and put an awesome paint job on it and wore it around. So that was pretty fun. Say hi to Scott. Oh, don't step on that. Oh, thank you. No, you're good. Gotcha. Look at this. Brought me a beer. Freaking phenomenal father. That's a testament to your fathering skills, right?
I don't know about that.
All right.
What are you listening to?
Stuff that will not get me shut down on YouTube.
Does you just have some other kind of music?
It can't be copyrighted. They'll take down the sound of my videos. It's insane. Especially on thinking, I've told these guys a lot how annoying that is to me. So sorry about the terrible music, but I love it.
You love the terrible
I do. I use this kind of music. Actually, I used this song in the last video. It's good stuff. So, salute to you.
Your dog would like him.
You would? She would. Enter dog. All right, Gentry. You sit down here. You sit here. Come here. You want some love? Good dog. Okay. You like my dance moves. That's good. That's good. It's the 405th doing that dinner at Dragon Con. And is it too late to sign up? I haven't seen anything about it. I am 100% certain they're doing it again, though. And it's probably going to be at Mellow Mushroom. And are you friends with some of the guys that put it on Facebook? I really don't know. I think they might put it on the forums too, so I'd check that. Or maybe even you can start the thread. I don't know if there's something there or not. But I'll be there, and it's probably not too late to sign up. And I think what's most important about like signing up and stuff is the parade, is getting slots on the parade. I think that's the biggest, I guess, time-wise thing you should do. But yeah, there's not really spots, I don't think, at the Mellow Mushroom kind of dinner deal. Have you tried to make an elite armor? I have not. That is huge. I kind of want to make along the lines of Iron Man and all that kind of stuff. I want to make the Hulk Buster, but I doubt that's ever going to happen. I have no room to make the Hulk Buster, but I think that'd be an incredible project. Throw me out some memes. I don't have any memes for you. Yes, I'm making Spartan Lock. Killing Jokes got it. To each his own music, dude. No hates here. There's totally not. Hopefully y'all like this because I really do like it. And I have this music on, like I said, the build vlog that I did. And I really, really enjoy it. And I think there's some talent that goes into this music. Let's see. There you go. I have seen Andrew Cook, Andrew DFT. Incredible guy. I think I've talked to him a couple times. Warning. Yeah, he's a great guy, and I think he stopped making videos for a while because he was doing school. But yeah, he makes some really awesome stuff. I caught myself on this one. Let's see, custom Batman suit, possibly. I really like doing the armor costumes, and I think a Batman suit's not really along the. Well, I mean the newest one. If y'all seen it, I haven't seen it, so no spoilers. But the Iron Batman suit from Batman vs Superman, I want to do something like that. It'd be fun. But the problem is fighting time. So y'all know what I'm talking about there. Red versus blue armor. I've made a couple helmets. I've made the Caboose helmet, and I'm thinking about making. Oh man, I don't remember. Maybe I think it's Agent Carolina. Is that the lady with the really light blue recon helmet in the latest season? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of want to make that helmet just for fun. Yeah, there was somebody who made a life-size Arbiter. And thank you, Shadow the Merc. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, those I guess the Joker-like armor, Batman. The crossovers, I really like those. They're really cool to watch. So here, I'm going to cast right now. Give me 1 second. Where are the other people coming? A couple minutes. All right, Agent Carolina. That's it. Would you ever make a helmet out of aluminum or that type of material? I don't think so. That would be really difficult to do. I know we got a master welder in the house. My father builds, or he's really into the metal working kind of stuff. But I don't think that would really ever happen. That stuff is hard to work with, and you can't get that detail that we're going for on these helmets. Keep it quiet, gentry. Can y'all see my dog? She's so beautiful. Oh, and other people are here, just like you said. My dad's trying to sell a boat here, and he's been doing the Craigslist stuff. So, fingers crossed. My hopes are high. Hey, none of that. She knows the command. None of that. I should know. You can sit though, right? No one can see you. It's all good. She's like, strangers. She's got the prettiest blue eyes. Prettiest blue eyes. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, what do you think of Overwatch's armor heroes like the Jenny and the Reinhardt? I actually am really, I am not familiar with any of those. I haven't played Overwatch. I have no idea. I have no idea what those are, what they look like. But I've seen some cool stuff. I mean, there's some, I don't know the names, but there's some really epic stuff from Overwatch that are out. I haven't seen too many. I guess I've seen a couple costumes, but none that are armor based. But I guess I'm not really in those circles, so I really wouldn't know. If anyone's done it before. Joker or Bats? Man, if it's Heath Ledger, I'm going with Heath Ledger. I'm going with the Joker. What would be awesome is if you and your father made life-size X-01 power armor from, Fallout 4. All right. Me and my friend are doing that for our local Comic-Con in October. That would be insane. But, man, making that out of metal. Just imagine. Right now, I'm only thinking about how heavy that bastard would be. Man, I just can't. It would look so cool, but then you'd go to pick it up and you'd be like, JK, I can't wear this ever. And it needs to be like really thick stuff if you want to be practical. And if we're making it out of steel or like any metal at all, man, I want it to be totally cool. Man, wearing that thing, you need like an exoskeleton suit. I know some people are making those things. Like, man, what was that movie? That movie, I think they changed the name to it. It's the one where with Tom Cruise where they they live the day over and over again because of aliens or something like that. But you're gonna need like an exosuit like that to be able to like jump and lift things and all that stuff. They're saying we need to make like a full-size suit of armor out of metal. And I was telling them how heavy that sucker would be. Right? Yeah. So you're well to be beautiful. All right. Oh man, not looking forward to tomorrow. Well, I guess I kind of am. I'm doing some sort of internship this summer, so it really makes it hard for me to find time to build and cast, and like this isn't my full-time job and all that stuff. But Monday morning is rough. But I mean, I guess that makes it so that this kind of stuff is a hobby, and I really enjoy the fact that all of this building and making funny videos. That's all a hobby and it's not a job. And so it really keeps the fun into it, I guess. It gives you a different perspective. Oh, lots of. Give me a minute. Let me do this bad boy. And then I'll read them all. Sacrificing my hand. The edges on this bad boy are really crucial to get. If you don't get them, then it's going to be a flimsy cast. You know, you can't have flimsiness, can we? And we already listened to this song. I need to find a new playlist that doesn't have sticking copyrighted music in there for all you knuckleheads that want to watch this later. Ah. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a new genre of dancing, like yoga and Pilates. What we're going to do is you're going to freaking cast and be productive while you're doing this shenanigans stuff. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a class for all my buddies, and they're gonna be in shape, and I'm gonna have a bunch of helmets. Just kidding, but that would be really funny. So if we were to do this, what would this genre of workout class be called? Secretly making helmets for Brad? Maybe that's in the fine print. You don't get to keep the helmets. You have to pay me to take the class, right? And there's no talking, so there's no teaching or anything, right? I'm just kidding. I think that'd be pretty funny. Okay. Or maybe we do it online, so all the prop builders and people that don't know how to do it, we can do a live Google stream and have music playing, and we'd all just be doing stupid moves and casting helmets that make it a lot more entertaining. All right, I'm gonna take a look real quick. Let me look at all y'all's stuff. All right. If you ever do aluminum, or if you ever want to make anything out of aluminum, go to the King of Random. He has a video on how to turn styrofoam shape into a near perfect mold. I have seen that of a gun. I think he did. It's pretty cool. What's the favorite armor that I built? Right now, Spartan Lock. That's the reason why is because the undersuit, it's kind of an interlocking foam deal, so I can really move in that thing. And also, there's a CO2 jetpack that I had and that I built and put on there, and so that's fun too. But you can't really go anywhere; it's just kind of visual effects. It's fun. Do the exoskeleton use sheet metal? and the armor out of foam. Yeah, that's probably what would happen if we were going to make one of those from Fallout 4. Yeah, it would definitely need to be foam because, man, those things are big. All right. Please do a music video for Team Head Kick Lock versus Chief Rat battle. Do they do that? I'm not familiar with Team Head Kick. That'd be kind of funny. That would be hilarious, actually. Where's your... Okay, we've been through that. Have you seen Ant-Man? Have not, but I've seen the newest Avengers, and there were jokes in there. I had no idea what was going on for those. I feel you're paying Slush Casting, currently doing a full-size Predator statue. Yeah, all right, so that mold's probably like 3 times the size of this thing, so you're going to need to be super jacked, or you're going to be super jacked after this casting thing. Thanks, Andrew! That was a lot of fun. That boat video was a ton of fun to make. Had one of my brothers get a bunch of his friends over, and they're really good sports. We really destroyed those guys on the water. They came in with smiles on their faces, but man, when that camera was off, they were sore. It's funny. Deathstroke armor would be fun. Yes, Daniel, we're gonna do that, but we have to come up with the name. We have to come up with the name for that dance workout thing. I think it'd be really, really funny. Or we just make music videos of casting in like public places. And the only people that would get it would be the people that know how to do this stuff. So it'd be funny to like a very select few of people. I don't know. All right. I guess I can shake my butt while I'm stirring, right? All right, last layer. And then I think it might be time to demold that Chief helmet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live on Facebook also and throw my phone down there or iPad or something. And I think that'll be fun. So we can get. And also, if you want to do some Inception crap, you can watch both of them. And it'll be the exact same thing on 2 different screens or in screens. I don't know. I think we could make something funny with that. We could turn. I mean, how do they do that mirror thing, right? So like a camera recording a camera recording another camera and throwing that on. So it'll be triple Inception. We're gonna do that. Are y'all ready for that? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sorry. My mind goes funny places. All right, last layer. Bada bing, go, go, go. Right, so it's like the wave going on. So is the quality of this video still potato? Because I'm kind of thinking that it is. And if it is, I am so sorry. The internet is bad. The sprinklers are going off outside and it just poured for like a solid 2 hours. All right, so my screen's frozen. Hopefully all screen isn't frozen. All right, clean on the inside. Let me know if, because my screen's frozen. If y'all's screen's frozen, that sucks. And I will try to fix it again and fail probably. All right, it's good. Everybody, all right, it's kind of flowing back in. Okay. All right, we got the flowing back in. All right. I could care less about the quality. I mean, it's a stream. See, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, awesome. Let me peel this crap off here. Oh my. This is by Oh My. I thought this song was called Oh My, but I'm wrong. Ah, I missed the trash can. It's okay. Let me peel all this crap off, and I'll get back to y'all on the live chat. Come on. Come on. There we go. As you can see, it's kind of deforming, but this is the flashing area, so it's definitely forgivable, and it's not going to deform the big helmet. $6:07. We've been going for what, an hour and a half, y'all? Pretty impressive for staying that long. It's pretty good. Okay. Come on. You sit down for me. We don't let you eat in the sawdust. Come on. When you like sit down in it to get you the. Understand what I'm doing? There she is. Can you sit for me? Can you sit? That's a good girl. Yes, she is. You stay. Yeah, you can. Thank you. Right. Right. She probably doesn't like my cat, Koozie. She's probably like, you traitor. All right, let's get back to you guys. Sorry about that. All right, we good to go. All right. All right, so in preparation for me building Master Chief, this is from Andrew Gillen. I would like to know what was your biggest obstacle when you made your Chief costume? Okay. For the helmet, I actually I didn't make that helmet. That was like one of the first real hardcore foam builds that I did. So that was I was a freshman. I was gonna be a freshman in college, and I'm about to take my victory lap. So I'll be a fifth year. So that's, I guess that would be 4 years ago then. So I was really just kind of learning how to do foam. And the biggest obstacle, I would say, is, and you've done this, Andrew, you're a phenomenal guy, and you're great at doing this. The biggest obstacle was sitting down and starting. Because for me, what was the hardest part about building is actually finding the motivation and sitting down and being like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to build right now. And that's a really, probably a bad answer to the question, but that's the biggest obstacle for me is, I mean, when I'm really, really, really motivated to do something, it's easy. But when it's something like challenging, when it's a really challenging build and something I put a lot of thought into it, actually sitting down and starting is really the biggest hurdle for me. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about that have built things. And I know for a lot of you, probably one of the biggest obstacles is keeping going, right? Starting's easy for some of y'all. And that's a struggle too. That's not something I really deal with. It's just sitting down for me, because when I'm going, I can kind of see the finished product and go from there. But I know a lot of people say that, like, they get halfway through and they're like, well, I don't want to build this anymore. And so that's a huge obstacle also. As far as the actual armor goes, probably the torso is one of the hardest parts, but there's references now, and I didn't have any back then. I built that suit probably 4 or 5 months before Halo 4 came out, right? And that was with the new Halo Master Chief design. And so I had like a front picture of an action figure and some screenshots that were like horrible quality. So I really didn't know what the back of Master Chief looked like. And so I guessed for half of it. And some of it turned out to be right. The main details weren't, and I had to add those later. But I do like doing challenging things. So I guess builds that don't really have too many pictures, like that Doom, like the Doom guy, like the new Doom guy. That would be something that I would love to build. If I had time right now, I'd be on that right now. I did start building the helmet, but barely, because I really don't have time to do it. But something like that, where there's really not too many pictures of it. I mean, you can find it, but it's something no one's done before, and those are the kind of projects that I like. But now there's pictures of Chief and all that. But aside from the helmet being the most important thing to get right, it would be the torso. I think torso would be next. So I guess that would be the hardest part to build. Hopefully that answers your question, Andrew. Go back up. Building helmets out of foam is a Shadow of the Merc. It's hard. That's really hard to do. But building the suits, because the helmet needs to be perfect. Like it's the top piece, right? It's the main part of your costume. It's like the crown jewel, right? When you're standing, whenever you meet somebody, the first thing that you do is you look them in the eye and you're like, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. But you're looking at their face, right? And that's a natural tendency for any human to do, right? You look people in the eye, you look at their faces, mainly. And so based off of that, the helmet is the most important part of the entire suit to make it look right. Because that's what everybody's looking at mainly, just based on that philosophy. So if you have the helmet good, and that's why I love doing these helmets, being able to make molds, because that's a really important part, and it's a time-consuming part, and it's a lot. It's for some people, it's less time to just grab one of these helmets, and that's why I do it, because it makes it easier for people to do it. It's fun for me to do. But I don't remember where I was going with this, but helmet's the most important part, and it's really tough to make out of foam, and that's why for the Doom build, if I end up doing that, I want to make the helmet out of foam, because I've seen a couple good foam helmets, but I haven't seen too many, and that's really tough to make out of foam. Like really tough to get the symmetry and the details and stuff. So that's probably something I would try, just see if I can do it. But yeah, okay. What do you think about making a Doom Guy's armor? Yep. Dance club should be cast out. Hold on a minute, I'm writing that crap down. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Charles Tacker. I'm taking a picture of your comment because that's really funny. That is awesome. I love that name. Forum Gamers pipping a helmet right now. Awesome. Good luck. That's really tough. It's very tedious. Headlocks is here. What's up, Doe? Caden's a potato. So is this camera. No problem, Andrew. It's all good. I'm trying to read all these comments so I can deal with this thing. Oh, y'all are talking about some game. That's all good. Okay, y'all are having your own little conversation. All right, salud, guys. Sorry about that random philosophy rant about helmets being important, but I don't know. There's a science to it. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I already casted a Stalker helmet. Now, I did it in like 95-degree heat, so it probably cured a little bit too fast. And because this helmet is it's for RTX, I'm not going to be too broken up if it's a dud cast. So there might be some parts in there that are duddy because it's cured significantly faster than it usually does, and I didn't really account for that change in cure time. At least for the print coat, and that's important. So I'll demold this one and show y'all what that looks like. This one's a really pretty simple, easy helmet to demold. The Master Chief helmet back there, I think, probably needs a little bit more time. See, look how beautiful that comes off. This mold is probably one of my favorites just because of how freaking easy. Spartan Lock also comes off really clean because there aren't a lot of indentations and stuff like that. But Qi comes off a little bit harder. So the big hard shell that I took off, that's called the mother mold. I don't really know what this is called right here, but this is the silicone rubber that captures all the details. So they're both really important parts because the mother mold holds the shape and makes it the same shape every single time, and this makes it the same detail and spits out the same detail every single time. So that's, okay, I don't need you. I don't need you, cardboard. I'm not mixing no chemicals. I'm good to go. All right, fingers crossed, guys. So this is the Stalker helmet from Halo 4, but nothing's changed on it from Halo 5. So it is now the Halo 5. Oh, come on, baby. All right, so that cracking that you heard was just this flashing right here, and that's good. So this is always really risky with this helmet. It might breaking off this flashing. If you didn't do a good job of actually coating right here, you run the risk of actually cracking the side of the helmet, and that's something I learned the hard way. I just kind of took a wrench to it the first time I did it and broke off the side and had to fix it in order to make it a finished helmet. Actually, wait, that was the first one. Oh, anyway. Every mold's got some air bubbles in the actual mold itself. But as I can tell, ain't no air bubbles in this bad boy. So there you go. Well, that was awesome. That was awesome. All right, so Foreman Gamer glued his fingers to like 50 pieces. That's a problem that I've had. Hard to make 5 pieces. Yeah, it's hard to make those durable. I agree. Hazot helmet. Yep, that's a great looking helmet. Just made a reach suit. Let's see. Big closet junk. I played COD a little bit, but Halo is better. Am I right? If you agree with me. I'll be right back, guys. 2 seconds. Come on, move. Man, it's cold here. Ah. Oh, dog, you have a problem with sitting in the dirtiest spots in the history of spots. All right, you want to sit down right here? There it is. It's more comfortable right here. I really don't understand. Sit. That's a good girl. Okay. Cool. How do you get air bubbles, Andrew? That's from not getting air bubbles out of your part A and part B mixtures before you put them in there. Also, you can get air bubbles by not pouring your resin into your mold carefully enough. If you just flap it in there, there'll be a bunch of little air bubbles sitting on the top, and whenever you mix it around, those will get into the corners, and that's not a good thing. As far as how do you get air bubbles in your actual mold and not your cast, it just happens. Man, I'm trying to think of a good how to explain this, but what you do is you actually paint the rubber on, and sometimes whenever you kind of let it sit to cure, because it's like 2 hour, or I guess it's like half an hour cure time, so it drips and then drips and then drips. And on the print layer, if you don't do a thin enough coat, or the first couple print layers, the first couple layers, I should say, then it'll run, and there'll be like a line of running rubber that goes over a detail. So say like here, hopefully y'all can see it. There's an air bubble right here. That's in the mold, right? And what happened here is when I was doing my print layers, a bunch of rubber got up here and kind of pooled and then started leaking down like a waterfall and over this, and then it cured. There was a kind of a stream right here, and then I kept adding rubber to it, and it kind of just made that thing. And that wasn't in the print layer, it was in like the first couple layers. And so after time, it kind of the print layer, especially when there's a little air bubble like that and it's really thin there, it breaks, and then you'll get that little air bubble. So it's really, a lot of times it's in there, but that's why these things are called raw casts. It's because they need a little bit of work in order to finish up. Have you ever thought about doing an aerosol helmet? I have. I think some guy already has it. I'm not sure. Which version are you talking about? The Halo 4, Halo 5? I really don't remember what that looks like. What the heck is that? That is really crazy music. Okay. All right. So that's good. Solid. Now, I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to keep y'all on. I'm going to do that live stream on Facebook of demolding the Master Chief helmet right here. So I'm going to undo the screws and all that, and then throw my iPad up there and do that. It'll be like a 5-minute deal, and then I'll be back to, and then I'll cast another Master Chief on, and then we'll do the mold lock, and we'll just kind of keep going. If that's cool with y'all, I really appreciate y'all sticking around. It's been a lot of fun for me. So I'm just taking off all of them screws. I'm gonna do this with the iPad. Man, what am I doing? I can't remember if you can do this through the actual Facebook page or the. Let's see. No. Okay. Now it needs to be the actual Facebook app. So I've only done this on my phone, but so let's see. Impact props. If this don't work on here, then I shall do it on my phone. Man, I should have posted about this on Facebook. I didn't even do that. What the heck am I thinking? What am I thinking? Oh. This might be it. Live video. All right. I'll move my computer a little bit. Okay. Come on, baby. All right. This is going to be Facebook Inception right now. So, oh, you want to see you? That's you. That's me. Inception. All right. Good to go. Y'all ready? Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Guys, okay, so right now, let's see if I can turn it. All right, cool. Right now, I am demolding a Master Chief helmet, and I kind of figured that you guys might want to see what that looks like. So I'm also streaming on YouTube right now. Google Impact Props, join the bros. I've been live streaming for the past hour and a half, 2 hours, just casting. So if you're bored and you have nothing else to do, come hang out. Okay, so without further ado, let's demold this bad boy. So this is the Master Chief helmet. This is a beer. Okay. You gotta have your essential tools, right? All right, so right here, hopefully I don't break this thing, but this is your mother mold. This is what holds the shape of the detail layer right here. The rubber has all of the details in it, and this mother mold holds the shape together. So whenever you're casting a helmet, I'll do another one of those later. Actually, I'll be casting a little bit later today, so like I said, YouTube. But so it holds the shape. Whenever you're casting, you'll get a perfect helmet every time. So that's what mother mold is. Oh! second part, third part. I always have trouble getting this second part off here. So let's try not to break it. Ugh. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm really just crossing my fingers I don't break this thing helmet. Okay. Thanks for crossing your fingers with me, guys. Okay. Second part of the mother mold. Inside of helmet. You gotta peel off a little bit of the flashing. Oh! And there goes my... Sorry about that, man. That must have hurt for you guys. Y'all falling like that. I don't have a proper stand to hold this thing up, so sorry about that. And all y'all, shout out to all y'all on YouTube. Okay. And after this thing is over, I'll throw up a link for y'all if y'all are interested in the live stream on YouTube. Actually, I'll be showing y'all how to actually cast the helmet, not just demold it. So I'm just peeling off around the edges right now. And so I like to do the back first on this one. So as you can tell, looks a little bit like Master Chief, but we have a little bit of ways to go here. But it'll be off in like 2 minutes. So the highlight of this video is watching me freaking struggle with this. So sorry about that. Okay, so we got the bottom part. That right there is the biggest obstacle. Okay. And peeling it off. It's called a glove mold. This is a one-part mold. One-part mold if y'all are curious. Whoop. All the flashing is coming off on the sides. The bada bing. Master Chief helmet. Master Chief helmet. Guys on YouTube, I'm staying with you. Staying with you. So I will be on YouTube probably for the next hour, just casting, just casting videos. If y'all have any questions, anything at all about this kind of helmets, on the process of anything, I'll be on that platform, just live streaming on YouTube. So head out there. I will post a link in the. I keep saying description, but we're not on YouTube. You're on YouTube. Okay, cool. So I'll post a link in the comments or somewhere, probably at the top. I'll edit the caption. So, guys, thank you so much. Hopefully, if y'all have any questions at all, I'll try to answer them. But I'd say head over to YouTube. That's where I'm doing all that right now. So thanks so much. Have a marvelous, marvelous day. Come on, we're trying to finish this. Finish. That's not finished. That's okay. This is like technical difficulty central. Let's see what's going on here. Wait, hold on a minute. There's people down here. Hold on a minute. For some reason, this app is I can't see all his comments, and that's sad. But like I said, YouTube. So I'll talk to y'all later. See ya. All right, so that was fun. Let me post the link. I'll post a link on there. Maybe y'all will get some company. My resin covered fingers. My resin covered fingers, right? So that was pretty fun. I'm live streaming live on YouTube right now. Here. That's not it. Y'all, technical difficulties are seriously a huge problem for me right now. I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to find the link to this sucker now. Maybe this'll do it. That's definitely not it right there. Just watch. I'm going to give him the stinking link to the one that we did earlier. Y'all knuckleheads know if y'all are at the beginning. Actually, I might need a... Man, struggles, guys. Struggles. How did y'all find this? I don't even know. Okay, so how I'm asking y'all, how the heck do y'all get a link to this? I'm having trouble because if I go here, I'm gonna have troubles. Hopefully, am I having troubles? Hopefully not. Gosh, it's like the limbo after freaking Facebook live streams. Come on. All right, here it is. Golly. Guys, I'll be here soon. I'll read y'all's comments. I'm apologizing about this, guys. Here we go. Here we go. I figured it out, y'all. Let's see if it's real. You ready for some Inception? That's Inception. All right. We're good. And exit the hell out of there. And back to freaking Facebook. No, I wish y'all could see what I'm doing here because holy crap. Okay.
In fact, dip can cause mouth cancer, and brushing your teeth doesn't make it go away.
We're good. What's up?
You want to come back over the No.
Here, hold on, guys. 1 second. Hey. All right. We're back. The stinking leak should be there. Okay. Awesome, guys. Sorry about that. Hopefully, if everything, the freaking stream should not be potato now. It should be a little bit more clear than usual. Should be a little bit more better. And it's working. Y'all knew. Successful. Okay, we're good to go. Sorry about all that, guys. I don't need this anymore. Please. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna leave what we're gonna do right now up to you. Okay. So we have this mold, right? I can cast another helmet right now, or can demold Spartan Lock. Up to you. I'm gonna read it right here. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If you want to see the most Spartan Lock, I probably should do that. Before I do that, all right, we got one cast another. Got an email saying we're streaming. Well, maybe that. I need to make it so that I get that email. That's funny. Okay. Casting is more interesting. Cast. All right, we have 4 casts, and we have 1 demold, and that's Andrew. All right, I got to do some doctor to this real quick before I cast another. Come on, baby. All right, I'll tell you all I'm doing in 1 second. Let me break this piece off here. Okay, so what I just did, it's really important to maintain your molds whenever you have that. The problem whenever you cast a bunch of helmets and whenever you're spilling out the sides like I tend to do, the reason why I do that is because it's really important to get around the edges, and that's what I'm trying to do whenever I do that. But whenever it spills out, sometimes it gets between the rubber and the mother mold, and that builds up over time and kind of creates deformations sometimes. So important to kind of rip that out as you're after each cast so that it doesn't build up and become something that you can't really handle. And I've had that for a couple of my other molds, and that's not fun. Then you got to scrap the mold and start over, and it's expensive. But you know, stinking dog is sitting in the metal dust right now. Bada bing. All right, so right now I'll show y'all, after I take a sip of my burr, I'm going to baby powder the inside of the chief helmet. I guess I haven't showed y'all how to do that yet, so we'll do that. While you cast, would you mind discussing how you made the Master Chief helmet in detail? Andrew, so the Chief helmet was a 3D print. And that one was modeled by Will Cherry. And he finished that and molded it. And then he disappeared. And so he was a part of Impact way back when. And we helped bail him out of some interesting stuff. But anyway, that's his helmet. And we tend to do some pass around here with helmets and stuff and all that. So I didn't make that helmet. It was a 3D print. I cleaned it up after the first mold failed and fixed it and put it back in there. But that wasn't actually a helmet that I personally made. To answer your question, 3D print. Man, I'm tired of this playlist. All right, hold on. It's so funny. I've heard the song like 5 freaking times today on this stream, so I bet y'all are just as sad. Okay, so first let me turn it off. So out to you guys. Y'all have a good playlist of local. I don't know if any of y'all have SoundCloud. I like to use that because it has some artists on there that aren't super famous and they have just as good music. So if y'all have a SoundCloud, y'all have a playlist that I can use. So if you type in, give me an artist or anything, I'll search them and we'll listen to some music there. What do you say? And I'll use some baby powder for my mold. Who uses baby powder anymore? I don't know. Except for babies. I can totally see that, but you know. So you just kind of get it in there. I like to get a lot more than I need. I like to get it around the edges so that there's a big old clump of it going around and coating. And then you can get it in the top details that you can't spray it on. I know a lot of people like to use paint brushes to get it in there, but I don't think it's really necessary. And since it stopped raining, I'm going to go pound it out there so I don't get this whole place absolutely covered with baby powder dust and smelling like a daycare. All right, BRB, 2 seconds. Wasn't 2 seconds, but you know. And we're back. Back again. All right, so these big knobs, these are called keys. Really important to have those because they help keep the same place in the mother mold every single time. So, so you push them in, you know, as long as there's nothing in the keys. And also, a really interesting thing is the keys are where the molds usually fail, right? So that's because they're on weird angles, like this one right here. You want the keys. I messed up on this one. I wasn't thinking. But whenever you pull off the mother mold, you want to be able to pull it off like this. So you need to make the keys so that they don't, you know, clash and inhibit. And that's partly why this mother mold is so stinking hard to get off. But so that if you ever make a mold, learn from my mistakes. Okay, so that's in there. Everything's good in that. And that's also the reason why the stinking lock helmet and the stalker helmet molds are so easy to take off, because the keys are in very strategic places so that that's not a problem. Okay. All right, so no music recommendations. I'm going to go pick my own because this silence is deafening. So give me a minute and I shall do that. Gentry? Stinking dog is probably eating metal shavings off the ground. You always go over there. Why are you going over there? Look at her eyes. They're so blue. Hopefully the quality is good enough for y'all to see that. But she's a mix between a German Shepherd and a Husky. And so she has piercing blue eyes. I guess they're white, actually. You want to go outside? Okay, well, let's put you outside. Go ahead. Yeah. And she looks at me to make sure I'm coming, but I ain't. AC. AC and music. That's right. That's weird music. I just kind of pick something random. It's really, really funny to me that you guys are having a conversation about red versus blue. If y'all love red versus blue, which I'm sure everybody in here does, RTX, get on it. We'll be there, and you will love red versus blue and everything that they have there. Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth, RTX. Yeah, Rooster Teeth Expo. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Ah. Yeah, see, Andrew, I would get some country music, but last time I had that, they completely muted my video because I had George Strait in there, and apparently George Strait don't like his music being used in random YouTube videos. So it muted the whole thing. So, and thank you. The Crocs are really worn and slick. So whenever I went outside earlier, I completely almost fell on my butt. Good thing y'all didn't see that. Yeah. All right, Andrew. How was the concert? I went to turning this sucker down. Give me a sec. I went to a Kenny Chesney concert last weekend with my fiancée, and she. The reason why we went was because Miranda Lambert was also going, and she died. It was perfect. It was the best concert I've ever been to, and Kenny Chesney is just, his voice is identical to what it is on the radio, and that's really fun and hard to come by, actually. Almost use this song on the Bill blog. If y'all can hear it. Okay. Baby powdered. Everything's good. Keys are set. Got my stir sticks. Got some uncured schmoya on this stir stick. Have I ever been to South Carolina? I think I've driven through it. That's about it. Been to the beach in North Carolina, which was terrible because it was during, it was spring break, so it's sticking. It's cold down there up there during spring break. I'm in Texas right now, so it's a little bit warmer at least. Still, the water in the lakes aren't too warm. Really, people don't start coming out on the lake until, at least to do water sports or actually go swimming, until probably the middle of May when the water starts getting warm. How much does it cost material-wise? Well, this box of resin, it's $100. You can probably get 4 or 5 Master Chief helmets and probably 6 out of the other ones, just because it doesn't take as much resin for those. $20 material. The reason why they're so expensive is because of the amount of time that was put into making the actual prototype that was then molded and then cast. So it's really an investment making a helmet, like making the lock helmet, making the stalker helmet. It's like a 3-4 month process for each. And so you spend all your time then, and you really don't see the benefits of it, except for having a cool helmet until you make the mold and start producing helmets. So, it's not very economical once you think about it, but man, I love doing it. And that's really what it's about. So. Already heard you. Okay. Let's do this, put some dye in there and all that. Gotta get the bubbles out. So Strong black. Dude, this is the same singing song again. Come on. Come on. Come on. SoundCloud, what you doing, dude? What you doing? Hopefully this isn't gonna cause me trouble, this song right here. I think we'll be fine. Yeah. Dude, YouTube, man, you're killing me with the music here. Andrew, yeah, the video will be up for future use. At least it should be uploaded to YouTube. I'm gonna have to go delete the first one because I mean it's just me mixing dye for like 13 minutes. But yeah, it'll be up. Or maybe. Nah, I'll figure it out later. Booty. Man, this is gonna be a good one to cast to right here. Ooh, running low on resin. Reynolds, I'll be with you soon. Howdy, partner. Oh, crap.
Something fall in there?
Yeah.
You got it out?
Yeah. Good to go. Shadow the Merc is back. Thank God. I missed you.
This.
Music. It's like a hit or miss with this music. Success?
No.
Yeah.
No.
What happened?
They thought they've been looking at so many boats, and they thought it was a 19-footer instead of an 18-footer. The Coast Guard sticker says it only holds 5, and they've got 5 in their family, so nobody can bring a friend or anything.
Oh, come on. You telling me we had 5 people in our family? Someone walking their kid. Gentry's letting them have it.
What?
Gentry's barking at some
The neighbors?
people walking by. Yeah. Funny.
Are you plugged in or using a Bluetooth?
Plugged in. So I'm making a Master Chief helmet right now. I'm just casting one. What resin am I using? I'm using Smoothcast 300. You can mold something out of EVA foam. I mean, something made from EVA foam, not out of EVA foam. But the problem with foam is that it's a porous material, so you're not ever going to get that thing smooth. And whenever you mold something, I mean, I know a lot of people have used foam to make the original prototype, and they go through like 2 prototyping stages. So they make the first thing out of foam, and then they mold that, and then they cast that, and now they have this hunk that they can now finish. So they can use Bondo and use filler and smooth all those holes and still have all the detail that you made using the foam. And then you can finish that up, make that one perfect, and cast that and mold that again. And then you'll have an awesome product. And I think a couple of people have done that. It's not a bad way of doing things. If you're I guess most proficient with foam. So I think after I finish this cast, I'm gonna go through y'all's comments that I haven't read yet. And then I'm going to go eat some food. So call this stream a success. But man, we've been going for 2.5, almost 3 hours here. The people that have stuck with it, man, you guys are troopers. Really. So I guess it's most like it's probably an hour helmet kind of deal. And it goes a little bit faster when I'm not streaming. But yeah. So, but it's more fun. Don't get me wrong, it's more fun. Okay. I need to mix this one up real quick. So while I'm mixing, I'll read y'all's deals. Do you remember when you started doing these live streams and they went for like 3 to 6 hours? Yeah. That's because I was doing, I think that was because I was doing full suits, right? You'll have to remind me about that. I don't really remember too much of what we were actually doing, but when Ryan and Daniel and I actually started doing those, we were just talking for an hour, I think. That's what we were doing. But I miss those. I want to do those again. Those were really fun. Getting everybody engaged, that was pretty cool. Yeah. Sacrificing my arm for the good of the helmet. I am usually covered from my hands, and my arms are pretty covered by the time I'm finished casting. Whenever I do a day like this. Don't people like, back on the topic of, of doing a dance Pilates casting workout. Everybody who was here earlier knows what I'm talking about. There's like people that go to raves and like do crap like this, right? But not like make things. They like throw and like do things with balls and lights and crap like that. Am I right? So it wouldn't be too new of a thing, is my point. It would just be really stinking hilarious. Okay. Uno más. Man, I don't know if I'm going to have enough for another helmet here. You should be ripped after doing this. Eat some chicken and rice and you'll be huge before you know it. If I did this every day for 3 hours, you know it, dude. And if I held it like this, I would have huge shoulders. And did the little steering wheel thing. Good question. How many layers do you do for this helmet? I do 4 layers of 12 ounces of resin. Most helmets, like I've said this already, I think, but most helmets that I do 4 layers of 10 ounces each. But this helmet has a lot more surface area. It's a significantly bigger, or it's not significantly bigger. It's a bigger helmet than all of my other ones. So it requires more resin to get an even, or not even, I guess a thicker helmet, more durable helmet. So that's what we're going for whenever we do the thicker helmet. But there is a science to going to the actual thickness of the helmet, because you don't want it too thick. Because if you have it too thick, then it's freaking heavy, and we don't want it to be heavy. It needs to be the right balance between of durability and then too thick and heavy. So, and once you get it, you get it. And I guess it's like with Locke, like it really just doesn't need too much resin. I think the biggest part about this helmet is because Master Chief has like a noggin, like a visor. I say visor, but it's more like a hat kind of deal. So he's got that thing that kind of goes straight around his forehead. Because of that, I think that's one of the reasons why. It's because it's a huge undercut.
All about the elevation. We can keep it going now. Oh, this all night. Just wanna have a conversation. Forget about the obligations. Maybe we can stay in touch. Oh, that ain't too much. But you gotta be my lover. Baby, are you with? Never been under no pressure. Even serious.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot to take off that stuff on the side, man. I always forget to do that, and it ends up being a really nice pain in the side. That flashing off. Again, sacrificing my hands. I should invest in some rubber gloves. This stuff gets in like your crevices of your hand, like your fingerprint and all that, and it makes it so you can't really use your iPhone if you get too much on there. But it's fine. The annoying part is getting it off of your arm, because man, it likes to stick to your hairs on your arms. Ooh. That went in my eye. Whoa. Okay. All right. Let's see. How many layers? I already answered that one. Lance. Hold on a minute. I think this is the same lens. Lance. What's up, Lance? I think you're the same, Lance. Looks like you're the same. Yeah, you're the same, Lance. This guy is an incredible 3D, or I guess 3D. You're working on 3D now. An incredible artist. He does incredible Photoshop stuff, and he does like paintings in Photoshop. Insane, incredible guy. Lance, I need to talk to you. Send me a message. We need to set up a time. So, what is it? What are the biggest issues you run into with helmets? I'm assuming dealing with leaks and remaking the masters. One of the best things that you can do when you have a mold is the first cast you should always keep. You can keep the original helmet, the prototype, and I do that also. But sometimes stuff kind of falls off of that, and it's nice to have a solid resin cast of your perfect helmet. So I like to keep an original finish, or flawless, whatever, or make it flawless, right? To have around. So whenever this mold does break, then you can throw that one in rubber, and you're able to crank out another mold pretty quickly. So if you prepare for a mold to break, you'll be ready for it. But if you don't prepare, then you'll have to cast out a crappy cast and fix that cast up, which isn't really the end of the world either, unless your mold completely rips in half. Because then you're screwed. Let's see. So yeah, there you go. Andrew had college orientation. You'll be at Dragon Con late Friday. Good. Send me a message. I don't know if are you doing hotels or anything like that? Are you going with your brother again? Let me know. But there we go. Bow chicka wow wow. Bow chicka wow. Bow chicka bow wow. Did I do it right? You telling me to say it. I say it right. Bow chicka bow. See, I always do bow chicka wow wow. So bow chicka bow wow. Bow wow. I'm doing it right. Okay. Awesome. Everybody says that. Awesome. Okay, cool. What have you been using for your suits before this? I've always usually use foam for the actual armor parts, and then resin casts made from Pepakura or 3D printed for the helmets. But there you go. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. This will be demolded in a couple hours. I'm going to go eat food as I am hungry. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate all y'all's support, and you guys have made this a lot more fun for me. So hopefully I'll do this again whenever I do a nice, full, huge casting day, because I really have had a lot of fun today. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the internet. Lance, send me a message. Talk to y'all later.